Mame fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Charles, my meeting adventure. I'm saying politicians they take over your show, didn't he?
Yes, sir. Now was in Kenya. We are calling law and one accredited law no parliament. And on my bed defending on my accredited. And on my attest a impression according to lawyer Bediako. And your impression. Lawyer Bediako stylishly skip section 4.1 of the OSP Act. No, you stylishly skipped it, and then you settled on section 2. Before 2, there is 1, and the one
read the law in isolation.
Yeah, the so one is explicit. One, clear, Chairman. With your permission, let me put on record. I'm not a lawyer.
Okay.
This is a layman understanding of the law. Or see, that is section 4.1 of the OSP Act 959. Says. The office shall be independent and not subject to the direction or control of any person or authority in the performance of the functions of the office.
I don't have it, but read.
Now, why you microphone if you are no?
Debbie read this one. Debbie, oh, you be a female.
Yes, me too.
I will plead with you to tell lawyer to stay.
We come. So, my Bianca, someone by no friend, the Diaconcaso Bianca.
I don't let me tell you. That section 4.2 and now as subject to clause 4 of Article 88 of the Constitution, the office shall, for the purposes of this act, be authorized by the Attorney General. Lawyer Bediako Kasano. On my CSA, section section there's a section
Article 88
section 13.3 that is vested in the Attorney General to nominate a possible OSP. And then I go for Dami and nominate Kisi Ajabi. You get it? By that nomination, then President will appoint, then Parliament will vet. And yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, Article 44, 88.4 now. What did he say? It is clear. Or see, all offenses prosecuted in this in the name of the Republic of Ghana shall be at the seat of the Attorney General or any person authorized by him. No. But you cannot say by this, reading this means say, or case be Attorney General authorization. This authorization is inherent by the creation of the office of the special prosecutor by Parliament. Parliament decided, say Article 88 war. I think that Professor Aaron Makukui and another speaker, he was a lawyer, and those side by side, minority, majority lawyers whom.
But interestingly,
the point is that the current Attorney General
were raised, but if you check the
issues were raised, yes, but in general, eventually,
there's nothing wrong with that.
A majoritarian rule. You have your say, the majority will carry the day. That is it. Until the issues were raised, and then the present Attorney General, Dominic Akrutinga Ayeni, has had his position. So we are against this from the time. He has always been against. I have videos of him. I'll call UPS as a Gimpa.
But eventually, Parliament passed it.
And a year law. Yeah. Today he has had 2 million. So the undo what Parliament did. And until a case, lawyer Bediako boss who say was Supreme Court. One defended the Attorney General, the OSP. We are buying lawyer. We are buying for. A buying a critic OSP. And our office and appointee OSP. And this private citizen, the OSP Kokota. What is your duty? Your duty is to go and defend government. Yeah, Mr. Loyabede, I say, Attorney General Dominica, you know, Fali defense. Fali defense, aligning with that private individual.
The petition
not the state, but your responsibility to defend the Ghana buying.
Maybe so, baby. Nipa no the petition by no or a lawyer ni. Na on a deputy attorney general of the same chambers. Does it matter?
It matters.
Why?
And I say if you know my dream once I'm going.
And to power Ebusia Juma no man.
And they are penny bit me. One year outside that so be I will pay any pass on go. So 1 year abonti soon is on go ya. Obe pay any pan and only so be a new. But I got not the okay view you better do. It doesn't have to lawyer no can know the same chambers. And can be a more kind of conflict of interest. And I will matter.
Meaning media could have swinted or drinking.
Age way the position. Chairman, NDC rescue mission 2024 Mudiye campaign. My say OSP office na captured and undermined. As a empty mobile on reset, they will on man independent. They will restore the independence of that office. Under that popular cliche say abeye crime agent be as obiti be no claim your mobile your man 2 million dia yejuma. That was the NDC manifesto. You allow the office to function as independent as it ought to be. Now, who rescuer? Is it how you rescue it? What is OSP's office without independence? OSP only prosecutorial powers and is our OSP. Can it be called OSP? Office of the Prosecutor. Our only prosecutorial powers. Just say Attorney General and Etimi Victor. A catcher also where the faco, where the men. When you do that, you have technically taken the independence of the commission. Of the OSP. The TNC say a seminar ban. Now, OSP will not say that because we're more prosecutor and no, I don't know. As we die to her. Is that what we want? It's a lack of political will to make sure that the office of OSP office never bite it. Lawyer, who practice, you know what I'm talking about. When it comes to advice from the Attorney General's office, it takes years. No what? Because
we are talking about an executive instrument, case by case. That is what happens with other agencies. Please, let the record reflect. The piece of
but you do not necessarily need parliament. You know.
No, you don't at all.
Not necessarily. If you want to help the OSP,
no.
If you want to help the challenge, no. And you as a lawyer, you know with EA, you don't need parliament.
You don't.
So why can't the executive?
No, but the man is saying I don't even need the EI. I can do it independently. That is the confusion.
But it's important you also accommodate.
There is something missing in the campaign.
That's all.
Because it was a promise that you will come and give it full independence.
Okay.
And it's a mobile. I don't know. I don't know. You see, you should have just done what you are saying. Say executive fiatu, say then fiatu. No money has some benefit. Be say fine. Mudi adjomo no sampa. You can't you buy ya. But this was not the bargain. This was not the bargain. Say private individual OSP akoko. Now Attorney General akoko defending the private person against or minor. Who does that? But be a yes serious some can see the because what defending or mining interest.
We were this country when the speaker was taken to parliament. When they got you see, Debbie, you see, for the sake of I know. But you see this
it's all money. I'd love to see you in court. I'd love to see you in court.
This speaker called court to Ghana. Yeah. And nothing a Ghana for your call unanimously. You got to Obama NDC 57% on the promises of about a rescue mission. And American, this was not the bargain. The manifesto na clear. Some baby ye but where the moon ye you most no. Mon canu quentre mo. Always I told them a petumi or petumi baby with the other 99 powers in the assurance. Ultimate nyeshe 1% no. I diama always piniam fama. And yan some fan cow 99 won't find nyeshe.
But does it mean send ye that just say OSP no I powerless into too.
You see, I had said director of public prosecution. That's how we have reduced it to.
DPP.
DPP. That is no. Many will say. So that near a bone to Kuno Kaswa. But for them in 3 weeks, the advice by. We buy you must docket no prior. OSP, I told you about your press conference. You need time to work. We have more time to do investigation. Jai when more being on your side. Case the Breba will cry. I could say, all right, what Kumora Yeri?
Oh, how?
Over Kuma Nwari, or a group. Then can you grant you?
But you see, we have $21 billion.
One make us say a black projection. And no one ever say a black projection. Eh? On one ever catches that, but after we organizing press conference week by week, a share your boss you or the way no more cockot, I did chimpo or jelly or more. When you know you are shame to move, what's happened to me? Who the other day? Let him come and tell us what you need that power for. 100% prosecutorial powers or the very day. Among for Kumo cases, a police station will be at the bar. My advice, 3, 4, 10 years advice. In case you are mediate you or Techimai. Over 9 years, docket no a petition upon petition, monthly advice. Yes, I knew when come home. In any case, OSP in the case be annoyed. Is it every case that obey? The only thing now, more penalty with the beggar again. That's the only thing. Say, so what court Dominica a recruiting guy in the office.
Okay,
no one could do to me or the best prosecute Asa. Now, Dominic, but that is per what you are saying. Article 88 say, or no pet what that monopoly. Some more person because Parliament are passing. Then you know you're dear to
that
at the time
the constitution.
Oh, by the time we lose the constitution.
Because it doesn't conflict.
At the time,
for the authorization.
Where did he say that?
It's in section 4.2 now.
One cousin go to him.
Go read the 2 again.
One cousin go to him. And what kind one is so bad independent?
No, it is during the prosecution. That's what I will explain to you. So when he files a charge sheet, say for count 1, for count 2, he is independent. But in executing,
he is not independent.
No. In the work he does. Of course, for your investigation, Attorney General Fred can't change for our docket, but in prosecuting,
you can't.
The operationalization of the prosecution. You need what is happening with SNIT? What is happening with
Chairman? But I think my honorable colleague
you can't 2 against 1.
Why would you see it that way?
Why would you see it that way?
You can't. Or MPP new. Just a Nekasano. On this
subject. Yeah. Anyway, on this subject,
they can't eat their cake and have it. Dominic, I need to say OSP found a case on your friend Kenny Furata man on for docket in man.
Yeah.
And you can't say on requesting for docketer and you know on the matter of Kenny Furata, OSI attended by year Obesuye, it's a Ghana for see not a docket no, and a Kiseja Bisu one farmer. How does that support who claim say and now do a docket case by case? We a rhetorical question.
That's it.
And the Mabisa.
Clear.
So, and this is the Masha Ghana for in their 2024 manifesto regarding OSP. No, and yet no my. And for me, unfortunate. Some will be down back for now. I say, and your work can pay in a moody office in Namano. So you open one fine
working paper.
And your working paper, Chairman Kabi, my would do one hour your name, call your cemetery. Yes, I say. A cemetery because one MPs may be your madness or more filing that office called among scrap and what. The president intervene.
I'm filing.
There be almost starting in common parliament. The farmer pony majority leader.
Almost starting common president T and say one stop home. Anyway, on my magas on Monte. So be per se, ye bubu OSP.
Na judge, you know, a book the intro really.
Oh, Nasi Ghana. I don't know, ruling just ye cost to Ghana.
Right.
Judge lawyers, they don't complain about the conduct of judges. Mama yati as say be in fair. If you want you colleagues in parliament on daily basis. Mama yati as a judge for the be political party in Tade pen on one share. Right,
Mami come and let me tell you Charles McCarthy of the Hawk newspaper near Tin in Kano. Before that, Bernard Bedia Koyam Rachebedini, Ma Aquatia, Osanso lawyer ni Ghana here. Yet was on Minfenchia Emma Dr. Ben Entry, whole government hospital and whole teaching hospital, French Trafalgar. Dr. Ben Entry, whole teaching hospital, and our nurse back home, John Enin. Inti Papa Nurse John Enin and Dr. Ben Entry Trafalgar Whole Teaching Hospital. Be chairman in Anope. Sami Pachabrem.
Chairman Medasi. Me person me fee sa incommodate by stating said what is happening to the office of the special prosecutor.
Yeah.
My fan say administrative disagreement. Between my fan say administrative disagreement between two state agencies. A serious matter and a national emergency. National emergency because our fight against corruption can also be endangered. Chairman, now a series of events. I'm tempted to support the argument by the respected journalist McCarthy on this matter. Now a series of events now. People believe, and I'm tempted to believe, say a coordinated attack.
Coordinated power.
Yeah, on this, on this anti-corruption agency, and I'll give you December 3rd. December 3rd, 2025. You can write. OSP detainee lawyer ni mapa dodonaya na ni views sides with government. A lawyer Martin Pebu. December 3rd, 2025. December 4th, 2025. Majority leader and leader of governing business, NDC MP, the Honorable Mahama Yaga, calls for the abolition of the office of the special prosecutor on the floor of Parliament.
Okay.
This was December 4th.
The day after the arrest of...
The day after the arrest. Over Parliament, the top two NDC officials, about the majority side, the majority leader and the chief whip.
Okay.
The top two. The same December 4th, majority chief whip, the Honorable Roxanne Dafiamepo, joins the call in Parliament. Say, Onosujidi passes our office na crown. This was the day after Martin Pebu.
The Chimata, the chairman, come on.
That's right. Bosomi December na.
So that day, no, young Crawford I was there. There be me wow. On that day, no. Crawford so can be.
Okaso bia yi kom okumamentio.
Madam for.
December madam for behind fie. Into for ko fie na na.
On the poison what to agum. Uyi anu bia no ahye da account awa. Akotia MP Suban no. Nya akotia for but no Suban no. Chairman, the same December 2025. A bill to repeal the office of the special prosecutor was also introduced in Parliament and tabled by the majority leader and seconded by the chief whip.
Nobody can't have too much bedroom.
At the abetu yenim say yenyamu na Parliament in town machi ni empase ni twa sa office name. The same December.
Okay.
The same December 2025. Ayen no watete. Also yeah, linked to officials of the Attorney General because a lawyer now practicing in one of the firms of the. That's what I'm saying. The same December, files a Supreme Court challenge to the OSP Act. April 8, 2026. Take note of the sequence. Attorney General's office files a statement of case sided with the plaintiff now. See special prosecutor as an office in Fio. April 15, 2026. The High Court strips the OSP office independent prosecutorial authority. Chairman, let me set the straight. It's fundamental. A man of Parliament, the Act 959, it created the office of the special prosecutor. Parliament was minded by Article 88 of the Constitution, it did the prosecutorial powers. Na a share Attorney General's and that is why the Attorney General's office and the minister nominated the special prosecutor.
Okay.
By extension, when him say what they are creating is to assist you and also to make sure say cases ni be a politically tainted. How did he say? Sabi ye na ye nuanom. Chairman, say what year a year Attorney General. Na bafo anase Kwadwo Asante enho asemba. Opompo you be conflicted. Because only woman the corner crana, only ye juma.
Yeah.
But an independent officer through parliament here create our powers ni be and the upon the amount. Our woman politicians yan to aba any yomno. They can also step in no more prosecute the case. Chairman.
Yeah.
Let nobody confuse himself. Say NPP didn't have problems with the office of the special prosecutor.
And how many was him?
Not the individual.
Okay.
We had problems at a point with the conduct of some of their cases. We had problems with how Anna Edu baby, you did some investigations in the more. Now you targeted at NPP officials. But for 7-8 years, NPP funded that office. The government, not NPP as a party.
Yeah.
The NPP government. We continue to fund the office of the special prosecutor to the extent that even in an election year, some of the cases they were investigating now it will effect on our electoral fortune. But Chairman, we never at no point in time decided say we'll strangle them off funds. The medicine was bitter, but we felt say Senabeya Kebina Minkebia Memono a bit me taking a step further. People had their own personal issues with the special prosecutor Kisi Ejabe. But what is before us, any emotions, it is not about personal issues. If your personal issues are, Martin Ebike Amidu wouldn't have written in defense of keeping that office. I hope you know that.
Yeah,
he has been consistent critic of Kisi. But it is not about the individual holding the office. It is about the office and its setup. I shouldn't be one of the people defending the special prosecutor, but it's not emotional. Chairman, myself, maybe people do not know, I subjected myself to interrogation by the special prosecutor. Last year, for 2 hours grilling on my tenure when I was at the National Lottery Authority. So that doesn't mean that because I've been interrogated by this, because I needed to also give account of my stewardship. So what here? I may have difficulties with some of the questions they asked me. I may have difficulties with some of the questions I felt they be a personal. But any emotions here, they can't say. It is about protecting the integrity of that office.
I said there's 73 more. Chairman, I'm in Tiruka Shishimi.
Wadaroma. Twaziana Bedi Akondia Farm. Na SMK Bebo Wadaroma. And yes, me feeling tea. And it be a mere mono special prosecutor invite me for questioning. I'm a cutting a total man for several hours. And international says someone by me personalizing. No. We need to defend the anti-corruption body. And if you are talking about the conduct of officials, the state can say, we can talk about that. But what I see the NDC doing, Mama, the series of events, okay, Mama, then a well-coordinated attack. But you know, we have danger ahead. This office has existed for over 7 years.
Okay.
Oma prosecuting cases. Oma finding people in that regard.
Yeah.
If people have been made to pay funds back to the state. Now, if a trial judge, cases are null and void, you are going to trigger series of people filing for compensation. You are financially going to cripple the state. Because one, my case is that no one to me cross and cow prosecute me.
Yeah.
And the Sikana Mamitia and message Misika and then also my interest. Plethora of cases.
When I lawyer sign my if you have to do with authorization, I didn't think that agent and any man authorization.
By the mere creation of even the act, my interpretation, and I may be wrong.
Yeah.
By the creation of that office of special prosecutor,
one man authorization.
You don't need parliament. The office, Attorney General's office name, together with government, Abandoned me, you shoot me here. I said, at the OSP, they say, your mouth prosecutorial powers now. You don't need to even come to me if there's that administrative disagreement. I think that this is an onslaught and an assault on this anti-corruption body. But, Chairman, this government, they are playing by a playbook. I'm tempted to see a Russian playbook. First, they came for the Jews. Because when Jew, Jew for Koye. Second, they came for the socialists. Also, the only socialist. Then they came for the liberals, no conservative. First, opposition say ye lawyer for a judge. They said it on Simpius. For the first time in our history, under the Fourth Republican rule, a sitting Chief Justice, if Shana Kunya Finisam, Boba, Yan Kakra, Yadiakura OS. But see, at the Transparency International, they are asking the president, say, on clarifying the position, because near Okanon, any the actions by appointees of the president, a boy Brakaka. There's no way that issue of the OSP will not be discussed in cabinet. It's a major institution of state. The president should be interested in even the defense of the OSP or otherwise. It cannot be that His Excellency the President is oblivious of what is happening in the court. Why should he take the president when majority leader of government business, together with the majority chief whip, the commandante and 2IC, will sponsor a bill in parliament, seeing scrapping that office? Then that means the government they are not coordinating, because it is serious. Said the arm of government, which is parliament, the two top officials of the government and of the executive, are the leader of government's business. Whatever they are projecting on the floor of parliament, is part of government business. Into the series and sequence. But my fear is that don't personalize the office of the special prosecutor and you say, ebia kisina mempenasem and kisina mnene nyadwen. Kisi will serve his term and go. Not everybody will be happy with Kisi. Because I'm here, minim Kisi Jabea, Namibwa. But when the OSP invited me, I never went to look for even his number to ask him so much on call for. No, because minim said, Makwakoye Juma will baby as Director General. There will be a day for accountability. The very issues I'm the OSP are interrogating me. Yoko too has been interrogating people for the last 8 months. Called almost over 200 people to interrogate about my tenure. Called management members of the NLA. Called board members of the NLA. Called people who are not even part of the setup. But why? There'll be a day, maybe when I get my turn to go there, like I had my turn, I'm a core special prosecutor. Once you know, once you have vivid recollection, no one can want it. So let's not personalize the office of the special. But I'm challenging my colleague. You have super majority in parliament. Don't think, say, and then to Misha Wonsano, and see you go every institutional encoto to government. Today also to if near the Chief Justice in Pony, you think lower court judges on the Nyakukudro. Ask yourself. If near the sitting Chief Justice, Onuka Yajina Kunya, Kantam Kesini Jawas and Papa Nine. When you say more mention Kantam Kesias and Papa Nine. Chief Justice don't know your head, no. Yeah, you know if you are growing. Then lower court judge. So let's not create panic within the judiciary. As you start receiving strange decisions from the court, it will far-reaching implication. If today, per the ruling of the High Court last week, now chairman is court a null and void case and OSP dem court. Si come to na me could sue Abang for Abang to compensate me and refund my money. Ayetiha now since October 2025, senior high schools in receiving funds to take care of the kids at the senior high school. With Charles threatening to shut down schools. Abba is interested in scrapping OSP. Misplaced priority. Hey, it's 5 become.
It's 12 to. It's 12 to.
Oh, the account where you say, sorry,
22 minutes. 22 minutes.
Now, time anyway.
Chairman, I'm representing a bomb anymore.
Chairman, Mr.
Who are buying to airtime? I'm
you'll be out with you. I can't be fair.
So you say, 3 minutes. No,
Chairman, yes, I position for
I can't sit here beyond 11.
Mr.
It's about 3 minutes. Meet you. I need debit and credit na me you. Into to us. Mama 3 minutes. Young.
Mr. Yedikan. Say, you come a farmer fire. Send your idea anymore. You reckon Crunchy, a former parliamentary candidate for MPP.
Yeah.
A file a suit in the Supreme Court. Say, Office of the Special Prosecutor, you know. If it are Bena, so be the Assembly Court, there exercising ne right as a citizen. You have the question about it. You recoup a smart temperance, a former member, a former parliamentary candidate of MPP, so far as MPP Supreme Court. Assembly
aspirant.
Or be the Macan Senior. Assembly. A young Assembly Yanka. Yanga baby a denamo. A court and they decide the assembly. And assembly court and also was sent to the court by a private lawyer. No. There be new Supreme Court assembly. Me come case a die ni ma yedi wazem. Enti enya no kra case e die ni mu enya aban lawyer for na de koye. Eye private lawyer assembly ne wo assembly
oye juma we.
No, oye juma we say right scandal no ne lawyers na why na dey assembly no. Enti eno dey it doesn't come in. Over kwame.
Yeah.
Enya no kra bi nso say.
Akasa 4 minutes.
Enya no kra bi nso say. Assembly by wetie the former attorney general under under President Kufuor. You right to wetie dey work. O say you pretend there. Now, so far as your article 88 in India, you cannot have an independent body called the special prosecutor. That's a strike. As someone here Kenya, you'll be a channel. Me analysis of the ruling. No, be a for or against special prosecutor. I said there are things the judge did that. So because other cases, man can have.
Yeah.
Me a member of the NDC.
You are.
But Makase, you good. They said, Yanji cases are Kenyan. Me say no, I disagree. Go did that rejection. And for me, so OSP file a judicial review in the form of certiorari. It will lie because High Court need jurisdiction over the colleague High Court. I've said it here. President Mahama has been so bold to tell you that he has no interest. As someone see here,
Parliament.
Ewo Parliament, majority leader that day, na me wo you upon Kroma and so can be. It was about accountability. So we are putting so much money in this office. Who results? This was the view. Me wo office, na me wo chamber.
Your leadership.
We only say yeah, you upon. And omo kan as someone omo kan and say, who accountability was both sides. That day we check hands that no be can be. Side be can be. And almost in their wisdom, normal pursue in semi on pursue. President Kachon only interest dia on proceed. And now you run Martin Pebu. Then also President could protect you OSP. This is what is out there. But the president says I don't have any interest. And also bow me and my private lawyer say ya the client be caught and your quarter. Me exercise say me right as a lawyer explore law. It is obvious exercise, not a judge. You can't say, I'm saying, and then these lawyers and judges. But Nipa Bako Pedia President Mahama appointing or NDC. Unlike Momo, dear former parliamentary candidate, and your parliamentary, yes, I will be an open PRBD, and well, a year ho, about the year Supreme Court judge. My young co, and we here because President Mahama by look at the judges are appointed. Then, yeah, you pa, on my tenant, and yet judiciary who appoint some appointed by Nana Danko Kufuor.
I say Judge Biani Ghana no NDC president.
No, Menkasa, I will say President Mahama bought by you. You say the lawyers are better than judges. Which you tell me one from 2025. One, President Mahama appointed. Oh yeah, NDC. Don't tell me one. You see, Ohana air con cradeni air general. Asamada, private lawyer the court. Judge really in a way. Some of us disagree with Baby Okoye. Deal with the matter as a lawyer. You put down the politics say ya. After you know not say.
Okay.
Judge no so can answer maybe. Na your trend down there ko. Man 1 minute wadalma. Offer wadalma. Where dey me ba hatche. What say we no. Maybe until we go the chairman to Mr. Wa. Who in the Koso? Me makam say it's a shame. Kaya o ma faswa o mo ye judiciary wa ha. Na strategy na mfa. Sana eye obi akoye ne niam na se court no a remand na. Yanya empanfo e hold the press conference say kan sem editia eyi no. Ebreku sa case no maka no several said the judge did nothing wrong. Obi a court na ko pay bail amount client. The onus is on you to prove to the court said the accused person will come to stand trial. It is a one case one argue ye. That's a court no anyone yarding. That's a need your remand na just so NDC judge. In that case,
Bernard, case in here.
Oh,
6 minutes you've done clearly. Clearly, me 4. None more
5-2.
1-2. Charles. Any comment? Charles,
because any power diabolical. So no money for fair only answer one case guy.
Charles with you.
Chairman, on the issue of curtailing abuses of another free speech, you know.
Yeah.
And freedom of not maintain you. I say right to be on the limit. Until say your fundamental human rights say bekasa. So we can say so we measure nya wo kano.
Yeah.
We kana at broswa same randi we peti. Until and a big press conference and come expect this specifically. Obekania saa for na ye. Unfortunately no one to me anka. As nka party penny there. Akra ye bone a utiano. Na udi a chop aba. But who defend there, what it means is that who encourage you to uncohibio. Oh, and yet politics here, yen gakanka cray. Empa respecting ye. Kawasem. Attempt the ye caricature man for ne enkahubi. I say, oh, yeah, not what dream whom you know, because I'm running with it. The party penny for I say, most moody, yeah, for two. Yes, more cordial more. Moko patcho your more afi sansing with ma. You want them. Say yes, honey, yeah, no. I say, obey natural what day.
There's all too much money for now to a craft.
Sadly, I say, would the blame no 12 bands as if I ban you be, and I know the BCU. I say, and I know the BC, and the wound yes saint, who innocent of this day, see none no can then found. I say, a BC nano, a teacher, a man for central because I figure na and as if. Nina arrest in Nibian, and Tinomonto more youth to know for. I say, a Muja show no, and Mudi a bad list. They should be guided. Omonia role models. FM or Casapao, but who say, Wakoka Bibi, Pasabasabi. But I was starting about Kubi no, yeah, and we hear any few more shit. What I say? Aha.
For some and about Kufudia.
Oh, yeah, and they say, clean shit, who never be young. I say, Sane, Yanyan no Nanyafe. Tifaobinia no mentor, Nissia Nipano. Cornwall could be sending out a political communication. Nya Semo. I say, but say we will now a travesty of justice and found Kuzibia. In Penifone, watching a building the team on farm account. Who Musuko can't quite say some of my yachu. I say, and John found the baton. Medeka cram on.
Medase, okay,
Chairman, many teachers may use 6 minutes so judiciously.
Now, why not just over 6 minutes?
Chairman said at least one majority 6.
And by China debit and credit, Chairman,
first of all, 57 here, clock never show 57. Chairman, one was say, Minia Kotiama Shebedwani said, President doesn't have any interest in this OSP matter. Chairman, a heartbreaking. Because this is an institution of state. A fight corruption. President is sorry Independence Square. Also be protected and defended the laws and the constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
Yeah.
If there's an attack on a constitutional body, an anti-corruption body, the president must have an interest.
Like LGBTQ.
Pacho obi kan che B3 say agron ye na baby on the family.
Chairman number 2. Chairman number 2. Meme there, Mimi Gidi say your personalized issue now won't get the best out of it. Number 3, Papa. And mayor ye kase Mrs. Senior High Schools leadership ne head teachers are warning of an imminent shutdown. Men first shutdown, no say shutdown near to school anymore. Behind every shutdown, a Kolebi future, a stake. If since October 2025, feeding supporters said the Senior, but President Mahama ye campaign bejina ama saman. A catchroom said we near the mom of Frano Crow school feeding, was school senior high school and swearing to no bar, Nicotino. Or this kind of head teachers in some directly.
Headmasters, yeah.
Head teachers, headmasters, headmistresses. No mako, Nicotino, ama saman jom. No mako to nenchie, mako to giant, or mako to punching, no more dear ye diane, come and the amam of Frano. Tis a kind of head teachers in some directly.
17 seconds.
Last year, Abano in conformity with these settings, an Instagram kind of arrangement of government, Edisika share head teachers for Nisa. Since then, I've heard them for Abano to support it. Chairman, the schools are under serious pressure and stress. Now, I keep saying, say, if the road they come, everybody will get in one song. Last but not the least, Charles McCarthy Kwame, Barack Obama can say, the only way to discourage hate speech is to promote more speech.
Okay.
Yeti kromuha. Omaimuha. NDC war position, omo assigns an agent, your free BB podcast, and it's our online idea. Yet me fa ekufuado. And then Nebusia, ye home we are fast and tehini. We are chairman general to where you want here come yan fa one chow. Ye fa a so for ye fa a handful. Ye no the NDC rewarded them. Rewarded by making sure some more not caught in one was no. Yes, it should be transit. Okay, equality. Person making sure say let's have dialogue. You are bringing in opinion leaders. You are bringing in journalists. You are bringing in, but then you say, oh dear, what benefited your baby? And then you find that same part will be used as repugnant and reprehensible. For somebody to do a cartoon. Yeah, there was an interesting case. Dami told me about it last Saturday. Dami. Or say, there was delegate, now the normal cartoonist. Akosia. Now the late Nyankopon Fane Crane said the late E.T. Mensah. And then Mr. Akosia mo draw no cartoon beer. Ojidi sene yo no. Yeah. And I say oh yeah, nipa no se be nechi yo join anim na so here drawing na. E.T. didi se we dey na yo no. Yeah, E.T. Mensah sue mo court. They court. Dami. Questions obusa E.T. What's Mr. E.T. Mensah? Is that your picture in the cartoon? Or see no? Or see no? Or see E.T. Mensah, please, are you a sheep? Nipa na sem ye dia wi onya say wo court, nya say Mr. How many bankas be?
MP Mr. Wa pacho pa. Pacho. Efebi o ya manabros.
Abai.
Pacho.
I no say
pacho.
Or say Honorable E.T. Mensah, are you a sheep? Or say no, I'm not a sheep. It's okay, Honorable E.T. Mensah. So it's not your picture. You say it's not your picture. You too, you are not a sheep. So why are we in court? Nipa na ya draw no. O di assuming. Ya sene asomde, ya painting any me so. But why should I also believe that it is the president? And it is who quantify? Kwame o share madros. That's the whole point. Me Kwame nema ye to be fire hono. Eto de Kwame ko social media ne so a. Wonye boni o ni achechira so a. But yemi onom NDC for should not pretend and behave say adie wenya no bi kwan ni bia no mfa so. Me I'm against hate speech. And yema ni bi won ma ye gu mpanifo ho fi no enswen.
Hey. Kwame nim say high court decision you know. It's a be celebrating, being so castigating. It's not binding on other high court. And that is very, very profound. It's not binding. Until another High Court judge presented with similar issue and a similar facts, it makes me say, or only few they say the OSP can proceed without a warrant. Bibi and share another High Court judge. And some say you have done any. So because a change now near another High Court judge, I can. This is near. I
when are you lawyer? It's a mere brush. If you are in na say you are in now more brofo null and void ab initio.
So me baho. And America say High Court judge when they, because High Court be a specific. It's not a policy court.
Okay.
The High Court can affecting. I'm saying even this ruling no crime and affecting other High Courts. It's only a persuasive authority. So argue another High Court. I bet say your brother in this High Court said this. Persuasion.
Okay. So
on case or disagree, nothing binds him. So that one, for me, I disagree with the extent, but I agree with the dictum, his interpretation of the act, the section 4, no, and that is why because the section 4, no, yeah, unambiguous, or say section 4 of the OSP Act, no,
yeah,
or say SSA OSP, no, edgy to me if you Attorney General and son were prosecuted, sana CH. But you see. The law, because Mrano could not have been any different because of Article 88. Send Article 88 now, you're trying provision naturally. So one Attorney General in terms of prosecution the powers now, it will be inconsistent with the powers given to the Attorney General.
Are we saying Ghana Attorney General so no be any Ghana him?
Say,
sir, 8 years no be any problem you are.
No, so you see, this is it. At this moment, I tell her. Mintimi yewra kisia jabe obeto office no yewra mati ni maybe I won't say all this while no oman koje authorization and free court Attorney General what that in all the cases they did. Me, I don't have that evidence. And then I say because the matter before the High Court judge was a specific matter of this rice scandal, no, deal with it. Because you didn't have before you evidence of other cases where one project authorization. So on what basis do you say other cases say, oh, was it before you? Did you have evidence? Say one project authorization. So as a court of record, no, you don't make such profound, definitive orders when it is not before you. This is why I have a problem.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Yes, but you see, unknown interpretation of Section 4 of the OSP Act, for me, and one, and also, and I have a problem with people who link this to a possible agenda. Say, will be this is a private matter, and I must state emphatically. As some way, a rice scandal, you prosecute to states, prosecute to private people. I'm a lawyer, send you no be the case, bread lawyer beer. We have law, no, I have fact. No. Lawyer beer would explore the law because procedure is equally as important as the substance. It's lawyer beer be explore procedure, and so I normally be a procedure, man. Obey you. It's lawyers are private lawyers, they are not state lawyers, and that must be emphasized. And yet, Attorney General, they could raise the issue. No? And your private lawyers don't raise the issue, they say the understanding of Section 4 of OSP Act. No? And yet, OSP no, and special prosecutor no, and comply.
Okay.
It's only authority or the prosecutor. It's not bad under an application. You the compel or say show your authority. It is application a High Court judge, and so you at the board OSP for say show your authority in accordance with Section 4 of your own act. And according to the reports I had in OSP 90 improving. If the OSP 90 improving that particular case, you can say it's only authority. But to go ahead with other cases saying it before you have no idea what happened. Whether they had, to the extent, also convictions via every mabano, you are declaring it null and void. Essentially, you person done an appellate court over your colleague high court. That is not done. That is not done. But the Obian say an agenda by the state and now BBC about OSP when you've clearly had the president of the republic. But and not sure as same way I can. And that is why I have a problem with the judge Nehono, because me personally, me feel say can somewhere wo baby no and ko bia so ti we ya ono so raise wo. Baby and the lawyers will be another court. Me on raise wo say me so me person me who say let the OSP show. So when Timmy show then the court can take a decision. But so who koko say oh dear baby OSP case be will be attorney general and conco take over. Now we now so say convictions be aba. Really? It is service OSP up proceeding in fact even to me be the novel, because there are times a law no crack say without prejudice say even a next or best some be crack say yeah and affect it and ra yes. For a court to say yes see that when it is not before you, I have a problem with that. Now the other issue for me is this: OSP no and Kasano, I have had my own problems with this creation, and no wonder we struggled. But I can confidently say, in my candid opinion, say, Emrano as a test OSP law, no Parliament, there is no problem with it.
Okay.
For me, there is no problem because Oma Nyaman conflicted with Article 88. They were express say SSA OSP no ekoje authorization fee Attorney General. It in SSA OSP ya and say kona koje Osha Police in Forestry Commission GRA Senate no more mutimi prosecute to executive instrument. In fact, MPA grounds over that authority. Koje authority ne keke instrument.
Okay.
Now for prosecuting, and the Attorney General cannot say on farm because I own no necessary embrano.
And a supporter.
On who put a sponsor,
yeah.
On a nominate you per the law, he should nominate you. You are supposed to submit reports of your friend is saying your prosecutions when you are done within 30 days. That's what OSP Mranica. That's what submit man.
Now I submitted here.
Well, I know but you see, that is the law. So what I'm saying is that society ni awon mrani mu awunimu a e dey tin na person still young who say we are independent. And because of the misconception, because we saw Article 88 to be a problem, say Obia or yeah Attorney General, or also a Minister for Justice. That's what the law says. Into your sitting cabinet, into your team prosecute to a bind and crop for. We needed to cure that way, you know. Into curing it, we see a independent body. No notion we got wrong. You can't have it.
Let me take a few comments.
Because of Article 88.
Okay, you cannot have an independent.
No.
Yeah.
I just see a Article 88 in BB.
And referendum, baby.
And because of Kwame, it appears Ghana for that. It is your family at the end of the day. Me grab you, me say no OSP. Decouple the office of the Attorney General from the just if we even yes, and that's the ideal thing. So that the Attorney General no offices that or on the staff that in January so your friend is saying security of tenure famano. Now appointment, let's have a way any much of the executive and I say be a benya lay being so besare na famano. No obia onya every resources are because when you nyama problem nene OSP budget mindrawa has watching Attorney General Prade. But that's a resource no because
we'll come to that. We'll come to them. Charles, but answer my corner. This one says, if your mother is dead and you claim she's just sleeping, what you eat in the evening will eventually expose the truth. We are not interested in any Ankwanoma business. Some are Brian Boabing, NLD, and no, Brian. Answer Charles Bebano. This one, Thompson said, he says, greetings from Zurich. I thank the MP for his submission. It is very clear. And then this one says, maybe the OSP has stepped on toes. He's not supposed to, and now they're invoking this article against him. If so, then take the authority from the AG and prosecute. No big deal. Dr. Aaron Edum, NAD and no Ebai. On the brighter side of life, it says, happy birthday to Ebo Anderson Ebo Anderson, wherever you are, birthday blessings to you. It's from your mom, Abna, Ato, and Sheila to you.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.